Hey Lariah, I wanted to leave you some feedback on Essay 3. Thank you for these excellent revisions. Your first page is much stronger than your rough draft. Um, Far more clear, far more organized. Your thesis statement is great. I love the progression of your ideas in all three of these opening paragraphs. I can really see some good revision, and I greatly appreciate it as your reader. I know that you mentioned before you're like, I really want to do well because I want to do this film justice. Um, I think you got there with your revision, so kudos to you. Uh, there are a few minor things here and there that I want to point out for revision. Um, Yeah, so I liked your change here because I remember the idea that one of the themes of love, and there's different kinds of love, of both romantic love and family love. This was one of those places that got muddy, and you did some good work here in that you revised your key idea that brings more focus to the discussion, and you have your concrete examples, your evidence from the film to support it. It's this area right here where I think as the reader I get a little bit lost. Um, so you say that you're talking about the theme of love and you're putting it into the context of this specific character, and then you're illustrating Katniss's love for her younger sister, and then when you get to this point you broaden it back out, right? Like everyone has experienced love, whether it's for a significant other, family member, or just some tasty food, and love brings joy to whomever it reaches. um and then you say the film is filled with the love Katniss receives and spreads. So it kind of feels like you were getting ready to make a point that didn't quite get there. So are you saying that Katniss is relatable to the audience because we get to so clearly understand who she loves and why? Right? Because it feels like you're trying to make that point, but it's not quite there yet. So I think connecting the dots, like right in here, making these sentences more clearly connect to the film and the point that you want to make, um, I think would make this section a lot stronger. Um, I think that your conclusion, you you summarize the discussion quite well. But what I don't quite see yet is a final insight, and one that I wish this had, right? So remember, with your film review and your conclusion, you're really trying to do two things: make a recommendation to the audience, but instead of giving like a simple thumbs up, thumbs down type review, you want to try to end on a new insight. And I feel like the only new insight that you present in the paragraph is this idea that children are kind of are put into the arena and asked to fight to the death. And so I think that that's an idea that's like quite disturbing, right? um and then but so many of the themes that you talk about, aside from the idea of inequality, right, aren't necessarily disturbing. So I think for the conclusion, this is the idea to really, I think, explore in more depth, right? You only like give it a blip of a moment, but I think in terms of making a final insight, it's, if this is such a disturbing idea, why should audiences be willing to interact with this idea? What will they get out of it? And will they be better as a result of viewing the film and interacting with the film, or what can they walk away with. What kind of insights could they walk away with that perhaps they didn't have prior to viewing the film? And I think that focusing on that idea will bring a new level of sophistication to the essay. But as a whole, I'm very pleased with this. I'm very pleased with your revisions, and I'm so happy that you took the time to do them. All right, Lariah, let me know if you have any questions. Thanks.